Here's your WNEM TV5 news update.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Meg McLeod. Here's a quick look at the stories we're following tonight. New details: a local man convicted of elder abuse, sentenced to 24 months probation. 51-year-old Michael Legault was arrested last year following the death of his 72-year-old mother. The Genesee County Sheriff's Office says in April 2021, his mother was hospitalized with a fractured pelvis and femur, had fecal matter in her hair, and multiple bruises. She died 2 days after being hospitalized. During this time, he was also taking care of his 43-year-old cousin with special needs. Along with the 24 months of probation, he'll serve 6 months in the Salvation Army treatment program. If he can't complete that program, the rest of his sentence will be carried out in the Genesee County Jail. 2 people have been arrested in connection to an unsolved homicide in Flint Township. 22-year-old Devontae Green-Flurney was shot and killed last October. Crime Stoppers of Flint says he was driving his Chrysler 200 in Flint Township when he was shot. Authorities say one person was arrested in June, the other in July. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel announces the state of Michigan is joining a nationwide anti-robocall litigation task force of 50 attorneys general. This bipartisan nationwide task force has one goal: cut down on illegal robocalls, and to do so, they'll investigate and take legal action against the telecommunications companies responsible for bringing a majority of foreign robocalls into the U.S. According to the National Consumer Law Center and Electronic Privacy Information Center, more than 33 million scam robocalls are made to Americans every day, and nearly $30 billion were stolen through those scam calls in 2021. And make sure you tune in tonight on TV5 News at 11, as well as our mobile app and WNEM.com, where we will have the latest on your election results. And now here's Chris with a look at our forecast.
Meg, a really quiet night tonight. A nice change of pace from yesterday. Our temperatures will remain a little bit more mild tonight thanks to a southeasterly wind that will be developing. That eventually turns into a southwesterly wind tomorrow. So the 60s that are out there for tomorrow morning will eventually turn into the upper 80s and at least the low 90s if we can get some sunshine for a longer period of time. I do think it's possible some locations could reach the mid-90s tomorrow. A lot of it will depend on some cloud cover during the morning, and also our severe weather threat will depend on the cloud cover during the morning. We have a risk for severe storms tomorrow, a slight risk, which is a little bit higher than our usual marginal risk, and a lot of it will depend on how showers and storms to our northwest tonight develop. If they move in and they survive the trip and the clouds and showers linger early tomorrow, we could be looking at lesser of a severe weather threat, but if they move out quickly, we break into some sunshine and really heat up, that's when we'll have to watch a little bit more going into the evening hours. As for your hour-by-hour forecasts, we see some of the storms weaken before they get here tomorrow morning. A few of them may survive the trip. Anything prior to lunchtime is expected to remain below severe limits, but once we get to the afternoon and the evening, that's when things are expected to pick up. Some areas will have a chance for some heavy rainfall as these move through. The primary threat would be damaging winds and heavy rain, but we also can't rule out any hail or an isolated tornado, especially with any storms that develop on their own before starting to form into more of a line segment. Heavy rain is possible with those storms, and there is a risk for flash flooding tomorrow. We saw a little bit of that on Monday, not necessarily anything major, but we saw some streets get clogged up and those types of things, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that on Wednesday as well. Your 7-day forecast shows temps cooling down Thursday and Friday back to the low 80s, but then right back up again for the weekend on Saturday, and temperatures cooling back down early next week.
Remember to tune into WNEM TV5 on air and online 24/7 for the latest news, weather, and information.